With Joel Embiid back in MVP conversations and James Harden averaging the most assists per game in the NBA, the 76ers are one of the best teams in the league. And when you combine Harden's elite playmaking ability with Joel Embiid's large frame and ability to score the ball, when these two are in the pick and roll, it might just be the most unstoppable duo in the NBA. Harden has really embraced his playmaking role on the Sixers as he is averaging double-digit assists. This is largely due to him playing with the unstoppable force of Joel Embiid, who complements his playmaking ability. Joel Embiid was already known for his dominant post scoring, where he could bully players down low while also using his skill and touch to finish shots from further out as well. He is unique in the fact that he can stretch the floor, as he can knock down threes and he can also shoot from the mid-range as well. When he gets into a pick and roll with Harden, it becomes even more difficult to stop him, as Harden can feed him in perfect positions to score. James Harden passing to Joel Embiid currently has the most assists compared to any other duo in the NBA right now. When Harden comes off the screen, the defending big will be occupied with staying in front of Harden, that it opens up an easy roll to the rim for Embiid, where he can then get easy finishes at the rim. These two plays show off his dominance in the paint, where he gets the ball up top, drives to the basket, and simply moves the weaker defender out of his way to finish at the rim. And then here he gets the ball down low, hops into the paint out of the post, and shoots it over multiple defenders with ease. So now when we get to the pick and roll, the defense has to focus on Harden, which leaves Embiid with an easy roll to the rim, where he gets it and then finishes around the defense. So why does the defense have to stay with Harden? This is due to what an elite scorer Harden has the capability of being. It all starts with Harden shooting. Harden is an elite shot maker who can score off the dribble and can shoot from deep with ease. Because of this, it forces the defender to have to go over the screens Embiid sets. If the defender goes under the screen, Harden will just stop behind it and get an easy shot for 3 points. Watch on this play as Harden brings up the ball, he has a screen set for him. The defender goes under the screen, and when he does this, Harden comes to a stop, pulls up from deep 3-point range, and makes it with ease. So now when the defender goes over the screen, it puts him at a disadvantage. He will basically be trailing Harden from behind, trying to rush to get over the screen and back in front. This takes him out of the play, where now the defending big man has to step up and help on Harden. If he doesn't step over to help, it creates a wide open lane for Harden to drive to the hoop, and we have all seen that Harden is an elite finisher around the rim, and he is also great at getting into the paint and drawing the foul to get to the free throw line. Watch on this play, Harden brings up the ball, and as he comes off the screen, the defender trails over it. The defending big man stays too far back and never picks up Harden, allowing Harden to get downhill and drive to finish over the defender. So now the defending big man has to help over, or at least shade over till the guard can get back in position. While this is going on, Embiid can now roll to the rim. And with the defending big trying to stop both Harden and Embiid at once, it becomes very difficult to stop this as he has to pick his poison. If he stays with Embiid, Harden has an easy drive to the rim. And if he stays on Harden, Embiid is wide open as he rolls to the basket for an easy dunk or layup. In these situations, Harden will even try to drag the big away from Embiid, giving Joel an even more open lane to roll to the hoop. Harden is not afraid to take on multiple defenders either. He is comfortable handling the ball under pressure and is more than willing to take on a double team to free open another teammate out of the pick and roll. Watch on this play, Harden comes off the pick and roll, and the defending big man is in drop coverage. If you pause it here, Harden has the option to pass it to Embiid, but Harden brings the ball up high like he is going to pass, and then takes one more dribble forward, forcing the defending big man to have to take another step over. Now with the defender out of position to stop Embiid, Harden throws a pocket pass to Joel in the paint so he can get an easy finish at the rim. Then on this play, Harden comes off the screen and attacks the paint for a layup. He jumps in the air, getting 2 defenders to jump to contest the shot. While in the air, Harden knows that Embiid is sitting near the block wide open, and despite having 2 defenders on him, he makes a pass in the air to find his teammate for a wide open shot. And Embiid does not always have to hit the defender with a screen in the pick and roll either. He can come up and slip out of it without making any contact with the defender. This slip throws off the defense's timing, and it often gives him an easy roll to the rim. Watch here, Embiid comes up to set the screen, and the defender is already out of position on Harden's hip. As Harden uses the screen, he attacks at the defending big. The defending guard is already out of position trailing the play, so Embiid just slips out of the screen. Harden makes a pocket pass to Embiid, and the defending big is too preoccupied with Harden that he can't recover in time, and Embiid gets an easy dunk at the rim from this. Embiid's ability to stretch the floor has added another element to the pick and roll. Embiid also has the option to pick and pop or short roll, making it even more difficult to guard. On the pick and roll, when the defender stays with Harden, Embiid can pop to the perimeter, leaving him with a wide open shot as the defender cannot guard both Embiid and Harden, especially from this distance. And if the defender stays on the pop, it once again opens up a lane for Harden to drive to the rim. Watch here, Harden uses the screen and the big is playing back in drop coverage. The guard gets hit by the screen, forcing the big to stay with Harden. Instead of rolling, Embiid pops to the perimeter, and since now two defenders are guarding Harden, Embiid is left with a wide open three as neither defender can recover in time. And the short roll option gives Embiid easy scoring opportunities and the opportunity to create for himself. This is where Embiid rolls to the mid-range area out of the pick and roll. Harden can feed it to him there, where he is more than capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. But he also has the ability to tack off of this, where he can get the ball and then use his skill to create off the dribble to create a shot or get to the rim. Watch here after the screen, Embiid short rolls to near the free throw line. He gets the pass from Harden, where he can then shoot the mid-range jumper. Then on this play, Harden goes to use the screen but then stops. Embiid simulates a combination of the short roll and pick and pop by popping out just within the arc for the pass. Once he gets it, he faces up, takes one dribble, and then uses a between the legs dribble to create a mid-range jumper out of the short roll. And don't even bother switching because both Harden and Embiid are more than capable of taking advantage of mismatches. Harden can beat bigs off the dribble and use his shooting ability to score on him. And Embiid is so dominant that if a guard gets switched onto him, there is simply no hope in even stopping him. The James Harden and Joel Embiid pick and roll is becoming the most unstoppable combo in the NBA. Harden's ability to score and create off the dribble pairs perfectly with Embiid's dominant down-low force. When the defense wants to sag off, Harden can easily pull up for three, and he can also attack downhill off the pick and roll when the defense is out of position. And he is an elite playmaker who is more than willing to look to pass to Embiid out of the pick and roll. Embiid can roll all the way to the rim, short roll, or pick and pop, which makes it so difficult to defend as he can score from anywhere on the court. Embiid getting an easy roll to the rim is one of the last things the defense wants, as he's basically an unstoppable force down low. When you talk about unstoppable, there are very few other duos and just players in general who can take that title. But one of these players for sure is Zion Williamson. His combination of elite athleticism, finishing ability, and build have made him unguardable. So if you would like to see what makes Zion Williamson unstoppable at basketball, click on this video right here.